everybody, I'm Zach.
And I'm Jake.
We are the Dirt Road Men. Playing at the beginning of just the talk video this time.
Nope, that's it.
And we're done. See you next week. So this week, we were going to talk about a subject near and dear to our hearts, but we never bothered to think about putting it on the channel before. And when I had the idea, I felt stupid that we'd never thought of it before. We wanted to talk about each of our top 3 favorite muscle cars, or favorite cars, really. I guess the one wouldn't necessarily qualify as a muscle car for me, but top 3 favorite cars, which also tend to happen to be, muscle cars. Whatever. You want to define the difference for them between a muscle car and a pony car? You've told me, and I know it, but I learned it from you, so it seems right that you'd say it.
It's pretty much just the size of the car.
Well, and the muscle cars in general came with
bigger engines.
Yeah, they didn't have V6 options, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah. You taught me that a long time ago, but that's what I remember about it. We could be dead wrong. If we are, suck it up. We don't care. This channel's not about car knowledge. Do we have any car knowledge channels we like? I can't think of anyone. Or car channels in general. I can't think of any.
I can't think of the name, but there's one. I could look it up real quick.
Nah, it's alright. It's off subject.
Okay.
So, you want to start? What's your number 3 favorite muscle car?
My number
3 favorite car.
Favorite car. It's been racking around. Yeah, I'm going to go with the 1968 Camaro Z28.
Nice. It's a good one. Z28 came with the 302, right?
Yep.
Yep. And what's special about that engine?
It's badass.
It can wrap out super high, right?
Yeah, it can wrap out ridiculously high.
A D-stroked, what was it, 327, right?
Yeah, they used a 327 small journal block. And then they put a 283 crank in it.
Yeah. See, I was always a big fan of the 383 stroker, but then when you explained the advantage of the 302, I was interested in it. My number 3 favorite car is vastly different in price and can be essentially any relatively current year. The Rolls-Royce Ghost is an epic car, and I think my favorite thing about... Jesus. You want to chill your flamethrower?
No.
I think my favorite thing about Rolls-Royce is the option just essentially for bespoke cars. Like, they make the car to your specifications. You want a bar in the back? You get a bar in the back. That's cool. Like the Kingsman thing where they have like the cigars lined up and the decanter and the glasses. You can do that. Seems like a terrible idea to drive around that way, but you can do it.
Does it cost more to have that, or is it like one price gets whatever you want?
Within reason, one price gets whatever you want. There are some features that cost extra, there are some that don't.
Huh.
But it's a $300,000 car, so you really have a lot of wiggle room.
A lot of wriggle room.
Wriggle room.
Wriggle.
There's a repeat in this list, but what's your second?
My second favorite would be a 57 Chevy Bel Air.
Oh, that's a classic. My grandmother had one of those.
Super jealous of Grandma.
She let her little sister drive it, and her little sister wrapped it around a pole.
She doesn't have a little sister anymore, does she? No, a little sister.
She bought it with her own cash right after she started working. And she had it for a few months. It's just... Man. Can you imagine what that car would be worth now? She paid like $3,000 for it.
It's a lot. It's a lot of money that they're worth now.
Yeah.
Low miles, mint condition, like still factory condition.
You've seen how she keeps her cars.
Yeah.
So.
The only time they seem to get really messed up is when other people drive them.
Yeah. Or other people do something to them. Same thing with Papa's cars, I noticed. Everything that's happened to Big Sexy happened by someone else's hand. The only thing he did in that truck was he hit a deer, and there's no visible damage, but the brush guard wiggles a little bit on one side.
We can probably tighten that back up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, my number 2 is actually, I screwed up because I forgot one because I just got a new one here recently. But my number 2 is the 71 Charger, specifically with the 426 Hemi. Just a beast of an automobile. That is like, up until this one that I stumbled on recently, it was my favorite car, hands down. I wanted one. I think Vin Diesel's in the Fast and Furious movies is 71. Might be a 70. It's not a 69. I know the difference.
It's right around.
But it's in that neighborhood. And man, just, I picture it in my head, and it's just like this like cherry red. Just straight across with black interior. No racing stripes though. Just cherry red, black interior.
I can see that. That'd be pretty nice.
Be excellent. Have some little chrome on there. Ooh, you know what would be good? We'll black out the chrome.
Flat black? Like matte black or
I was thinking glossy black. I like glossy, shiny cars. Drive by people and be like, "Chow!" Blind them. All right,
lightning.
Yep. I got kids, man. I don't know what to tell you. And they really don't appreciate the Cars movies as much as I do. Nick used to, but as he got older, he was just kind of, eh. Cars 2 kind of killed it for him.
Did they do a third one?
They did. I haven't seen it yet. Anyway, your number 1 favorite car?
1970 Buick Grand Sport 455.
That's a 455 Buick, right? Not Rocket?
Yeah. Most assuredly the Buick.
Yeah, I assumed. After I said it out loud, I realized it sounded kind of dumb, but you for years pushed the 455 Rocket.
Phenomenal engine.
Right.
Crazy amounts of power. It just wasn't quite as good as the 455 Buick.
Do you know what I regret?
Huh.
I don't regret it because I didn't do it. But I'm going to call it a regret. I regret that my father got rid of his Trans Am. He had a Trans Am, I believe, with a 455, and either way, it looked like the Smokey and the Bandit Trans Am, and I just... super sad that he got rid of it. Apparently, he wore it out, like he used the hell out of it, and it was time for it to go sometime.
Which 455 did it have in it?
The 455 Rocket.
It was the Rocket?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Because Pontiac had their own 455.
I thought it was a 455 Rocket. I'd have to ask again. Didn't the Rocket come in the Bandit ones? Or was it the 455 Pontiac?
I think Bandit had the Rocket. I think he had an Olds engine in it.
Yeah. So, anyway, that's a good one, but that's not my number 1.
What's your number 1?
What's your number 1's colors?
Marina, my number 1 colors?
Yeah, the Buick.
You never thought about colors on one. I really like them just murdered out black.
All black all the way through, huh?
Yeah.
That's how I think about my number 1, which is the Chevy Apache. 59 Chevy Apache.
You said cars.
Trucks count, man.
No, they don't. A truck is a truck. You said cars.
Well, it's basic. I'd use it as a muscle car, not a truck.
You didn't say it could have a bed on it.
Do you need to revise your list? Add a bonus.
Add a bonus?
Add a bonus.
85 Chevy Scottsdale.
I'm pretty fond of my 86 Silverado.
Yeah. Electric windows and locks. And
It's fancy.
it's all fancy.
Except it don't have AC. That's the one thing I'd give it, but that's alright. It's got wing windows.
It should have AC.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, well, okay. I mean, you can fix it.
Yeah. But anyway, the Chevy Apache is really a muscle car more than a truck in the sense of, like, I wouldn't use it to pull a whole lot.
Well, yeah, nowadays, but like when they were built, that was what you got.
Yeah,
You got one of those or bigger.
Yeah, it's just an excellent vehicle. I love the look of it. It reminds me, in a sense, of the Chevy Bel Air, but in truck form.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just awesome. I want one with, like, what I want to do is I want to get one, right? And I want to put a modern LSX in it.
Okay.
And just make it sound like crap, right? I want to make it sound as crappy as I possibly can, but with, like... I want to make it sound crappy, but with as much power as I can not give up while making it sound like crap. So that when I pull up, they think it's just pretty, but it's garbage under the hood.
Make it sound like a 6-cylinder.
Yeah, something like that. Just make it sound like nothing. So then when some guy wants to race, they look in the bed and see that I've got 2 nitrous tanks the size of a freaking diver's breather, and just take off. Plus those wood beds are just awesome. Those wood bottom beds.
Uh-huh. When we were kids, I tried to draw, a pickup. No matter what pickup I wanted to draw, it always had that front end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Chevy Apache is like an iconic truck. Yeah. White wall tires, but murdered out the rest of the way. Because the white wall tires would pop because of it.
With baby moons?
Yeah.
Find like a 57 Cadillac Eldorado with the great big fins. Put the fins off, put them on the top of the bed.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
It'd be pretty interesting. But yeah, there's our favorite cars. We'd love to hear. I know we've got some solid YouTube commenters in Great American and Rory and his various accounts. I think he has 2 accounts sub to us right now, so like we actually have 1 less subscriber than we do.
Man.
Yeah. Now I've started calling him Rory because none of the other ones have Romeo at the beginning.
Huh.
But, yeah, I'd say that covers our favorite cars. Anything else you wanted to get into this week? Any other cars you need to add?
No.
Trucks you need to add?
No, just the 85 Scottsdale.
All right. Let's do something here real quick because we agree on one of these and we apparently disagree on the other, sort of. So boots are not shoes, right?
Correct.
Boots are boots.
Boots are boots.
Right. It's just something that covers your feet. That they have in common.
Yeah, footwear.
Yeah, they're both
Covers
footwear,
both.
but shoes are shoes and boots are boots.
Uh-huh.
Cool. But you don't think of a truck as a car.
No, a truck is a truck. Okay, a truck
They're
is
both vehicles. Right?
Yes, they're both vehicles. They're automobiles.
Okay. So I should have titled this our 3 favorite automobiles.
3 favorite vehicles.
Okay.
Yeah, automobiles, because
But yeah.
the bikes are like sandals.
Yeah. Except I actually like bikes, not so much sandals.
Okay, well,
As in motorcycles, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
motorcycles. Okay, but if you think about it,
Are bicycles flip-flops?
Pipe down!
they're not automobiles.
Oh yeah, we're in our new bar. We need name suggestions. This is the first video that's going to come up. We need name suggestions for our new bar. It's under construction. We got to clear some of this stuff out, pull out some of this shelving. But
Okay, so if you want to compare automobiles or vehicles to footwear, trucks, probably going to be boots.
yeah, fair enough.
You have a big steel, send you to Jesus bumper. You probably got steel-toed boots on.
You want to describe a send you to Jesus bumper for me?
Because when you hit somebody and you got to send you to Jesus bumper, they're going straight to Jesus.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah. Okay, and then a car is going to be like just regular shoes, sneakers, tennis shoes, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, like my car, my newer car.
Yeah. Okay, and then sandals, you have the least amount of protection,
Yeah.
so it's going to be like a motorcycle.
Fair enough. All right, I can agree on that. So I screwed up by putting the Chevy Apache into a car video. So as a bonus to trade it out, my other one that I eliminated to put the Chevy Apache in there was the 68 Camaro Z28, which would fall below the Charger.
Now here's
Blue and white.
here's where things get kind of weird.
Hmm.
I do not see an El Camino as a truck.
I don't either. It's a car.
I don't see it as a car.
What is it?
I don't know. It's a way of life.
It's like those I've seen them before. Somebody did cowboy boot sandals.
Okay, yeah.
What were you thinking of?
Basically that. I was thinking like a Roman sandal, but with like a steel toe.
Yeah, there you go. What's the Polaris slingshot? Do you remember the Polaris slingshot? It's like a three-wheeler.
Yeah.
It looks like the Batmobile, but it's classified as a motorcycle.
Yeah, it's I'd consider it a. I would still put that in the same category as a bike. It's still a sandal.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, because you hit anything with that, and you're out.
Okay, fair enough. Never seen its crash test, but if you roll, you're missing a head. So,
Like a convertible.
yeah,
They are convertible, but
they're not convertibles. They don't have a top. Period.
oh, so they're unconvertibles.
Yes, they're unconvertibles. Okay, so
Yes.
my uncle. You wanted me to tell that story, did you?
It is glorious.
My uncle wanted a convertible. He and his wife got married very young. Their age difference was a little more acceptable in their time, I think. But she was 14, he was 19. And if I remember that correctly, I could be wrong. Anyway, they got married. So every car he really had mattered. He got while he was with his wife. He wanted a convertible. His wife didn't want a convertible. His wife was super against convertibles. But he had this car that he drove for a while, and one summer he decided, you know what, I'm getting a convertible. Sort of. But he found a loophole. So he cut the top off of his car completely. Drove it around all summer into the fall. And wrote unconvertible down the side.
What kind of car was it, Zach?
I don't remember. Do you?
Yes. Wasn't that the Torino?
I think it might have been the Torino. I was going to say the Torino, but I couldn't remember for sure. My dad tells the story better. But I believe it was their Torino.
I am 90% sure it was their Torino.
Yeah, they had a 70, I believe. 1970 Torino.
Was it Gran Torino?
I can't remember. All I know is that one day my aunt went to pull out in it, and she heard some tires squealing behind her like somebody was skidding to a stop. So she freaked out and gunned it, and then she realized it was her tires squealing on takeoff.
Yeah. So he probably cut up the only Ford product I could see myself driving.
Yeah. Turned it into the unconvertible, which his wife was super, super happy about, I'm sure. But it wasn't a convertible. It did not convert. And he drove that around and then got rid of it.
Not easily.
Yeah.
I've the one video.
Well, by that principle, any car is a convertible if you're man enough.
Have you seen the convertible Dodge Dakotas, like your old one?
I have not.
Pretty neat.
Just a random car discussion for our Monday.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's all we've got for today.
Well, everybody
Pretty good.
needs a vehicle
Yeah.
of some sort.
Those are the ones we would pick.
Got a couple $1 million.
We have 2 of the ones named in this video. So. But anyway, I think that's all for today. Until we see you again, I'm Zach.
I'm Jake.
And we are the Dirt Road Men. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, drop us a comment, and check out our Facebook page for daily updates.